What is one thing you think everyone should experience in their lifetime? Freedom of not being overweight. I don't mean to shame anyone with this, but I have to mention it based on my experience. I was overweight for the 80% of my life. Since I dropped to a normal weight, everything in my life improved. Depression and misery, which I thought will be my companions for the rest of my life, are almost completely gone now. Confidence and quality of life skyrocketed. I can do anything and everything I want now. I can be outside in the summer and not worry about changing shirts every hour. I can climb every mountain I want without getting seriously exhausted like I used to with the smallest hill. And being fit only keeps on giving. My medical situation improved. Back pains are gone. Heart and liver is returning back to normal based on my latest medical checkups. It's weird to describe, but yeah. I feel much more myself than I ever did before. Austere living conditions. I don't mean struggling to make ends meet, I mean off-grid, self-sufficient living for 30 days or more. It will change your entire perception of the frustration you face in regular society, and will also change the amount of stress you feel when money gets tight. I've survived worse. I can figure it out. On top of that, spending that much time with just yourself and empty wilderness grants an inner peace that's otherwise difficult to achieve. Number 24-hour news cycle, no TikTok conspiracy theories, just an in-your-face reminder that there's a whole world out there doing perfectly fine without all the bullshit humanity invents for the sake of worrying about something. It can be as simple as a primitive campsite with fishing gear and a solar charger for flashlights/phones, or as complicated as a cabin with a garden and homestead, but once you spend that much time just living in nature, the rest of the bullshit seems so pointless and insignificant. It makes you more confident about your own ability to improvise and push through bad luck, which in turn keeps your mind calmer when things get tight. There's a whole vacation industry built around being a castaway where they dump you on a tropical island for however long you choose with the amount of assistance you choose, and aside from an emergency phone, it's just you, a hut, and nature. That's probably the easiest way to wade into it without leaving too many comforts behind, but it's also more expensive. A truly great meal. I've had two in my lifetime. My grandpa, Papa Jack, took my little brother and I to a married couple's apartment in Chicago when we were kids. The couple were immigrants from Greece. When we got to the apartment, the wife greeted us like we her own children, laughing and smiling and hugging on us. Her husband made jokes and laughed with my grandpa. We sat down at this elaborate, gilded dining room table. Candles were burning and everything had been placed, the silverware, silvered glasses, pure white tablecloth, little sugar spoons, and other fine accoutrements, as though we were royalty. The smells wafting from the kitchen bordered on godly. The wife began to serve us the first of 7 courses. Although I don't remember what was being served because it all originated from her native country, I still remember the expression on my little brother's face as we took our first bites. It was the most delicious bite either of us had ever taken of anything. Each course was a singularity. I recall us both just laughing and grinning like idiots as we devoured this queen's feast. And the more we ate, the happier the couple got. It was like we were being served joy. The last course was homemade ice cream. Raspberry, I believe. My brother and I took our time, savoring each spoonful, complimenting her on everything over and over again. It made us giddy. The last thing I remember was the couple walking us to the door. She bent down to hug us both at the same time, kissing us on the cheeks and telling us thank you. I distinctly recall not feeling full, but deeply satisfied. Soul deep satiated. This was something close to 40 years ago, this meal. So thank you, ma'am. From the bottom of my heart, where my true happiness dwells. One experience that many people find meaningful is traveling to a new place or culture. Traveling can broaden your perspective, expose you to new ideas and ways of life, and help you develop empathy and understanding for people from different backgrounds. It can also be a way to take a break from the routine of daily life and experience new adventures. Another experience that many people find valuable is volunteering or giving back to the community. Helping others can be a rewarding experience that can provide a sense of purpose and fulfillment. It can also help you develop new skills and connections, and contribute to a greater sense of social responsibility. Finally, many people find that learning a new skill or pursuing a hobby can be a rewarding experience. Whether it's learning a new language, playing an instrument, or taking up a sport, pursuing a new interest can be a way to challenge yourself, develop new talents, and gain a sense of accomplishment. Ultimately, the experience that is most valuable and meaningful will vary from person to person and depend on individual interests, goals, and values.